Hey guys, some gamer dude here. So, a couple of days ago, my final G.I. Joe order from the US came in from Big Bad Toy Store. For those who don't know the story, please press F to pay respects. Unfortunately, Hasbro, for what is implied to be political reasons, do not like G.I. Joe anymore. And haven't for quite some time. They just don't really want to touch the brand themselves. They don't want to try having it any type of success. They just want to license out the brand, whore it as much as humanly possible, and leave it at that. If someone else makes a movie, they'll make really shitty figures off it because they've already disbanded the team making it. So if any figures get made, they're going to be really garbage because they're made by rank amateurs and they're probably not going to have a very high budget, and who cares at that point? Who really cares? So this is the last stuff. Again, press F to pay respects, and let's get started. It's got a few things. Just get out some so I don't have to keep reaching in. Let's put them to the side to show you what I got. Because really good thing. I only really have one regret with the 50th anniversary. Didn't get Alpine. Didn't get the opportunity to get him, unfortunately. And those 2-3 packs, the 3-pack he came in and the Wavemate, and a few of the vehicles from that wave are the only things I actually missed. Got the rest a few years ago. Finally got around to getting these because I finally had the money to do it. Let's start with the one I've just had to have and made me spend a lot of money to get it. Gung Ho and the Shadow Guardsman, whatever it is. Gung Ho is a massive, massive improvement over the original. So if we can get this flush out of the way. We're not going to be able to get that flush out of the way. It's just really hard, isn't it? Anyway. Gung Ho is a Marine. Looks really nice. It's got the same colour scheme as, I should say, Vinny from Bikermice. There's a figure of him much later on in the early 90s because this is a 1984 figure, I think. Well, the original one. That uses the same colour scheme. Really a massive improvement over the original one. The head doesn't look like an ugly goop monster. And it actually looks really good. This was one, I think when it was first shown in the concept case, everybody loved it. And Shadow Viper, Shadow Guard. It's just a Crimson Guardsman in black. You can't really see the head, make out the head there. Where's the head? Jeez, it's hard on this. Yeah, it's just a Crimson Guardsman in black. The Retaliation Crimson Guardsman. Don't really need it because I have like some stupid amount of Crimson Guards, and it's just like, it's one more. And probably use it as an officer because actually I could have used the one. How many do I have from? I'm going to have to check how many I got from Retaliation, because if this isn't used, because if I only have one of that, I'm using it as the officer. If not, I'll use this as the officer. Have something like nearly 10 Crimson Guardsmen, yet barely any Cobra Troopers. Really weird. Shows where my priorities are. I keep saying Shipwreck and Snake Eyes. Storm Shadow and Spirit. Spirit's a character, these are both characters I really like. They've been using this new head for Spirit for quite some time. It's a massive improvement. The original one, and actually the original toy in general, has this Village People vibe to it, and apparently some people find that offensive. I really like Spirit, so I don't really get it, but okay. And this head's more Predator looking, Billy from Predator. People say it looks like. I also think it looks like Stallone from the final, well, hopefully final, what's it called? What's that movie called? Rambo, that's it. Don't know why he doesn't have freedom. They keep releasing Spirits without freedom. I think that's annoying. Comes with the gear from the original Spirit and a machete and a knife. It looks really nice. It's a really nice update. Probably could have released it in his original colours, but with this mould, and it would have been a nice throwback. And Storm Shadow, which is not a Cobra despite being released as one. It's 1988's Hero Storm Shadow, G.I. Joe Storm Shadow. After he does his whole redemption arc, comes with the same gear, the red backpack, the claws, the swords, and the bow. Because the bow's in this, I'm pretty sure there's a compound bow in there somewhere. Can you see a compound bow? There's probably one in there somewhere. There'd have to be, it's got an arrow. Anyway, really like this 2-pack, they got tons of them. Yeah. The only real complaint I have about this, I do understand what people mean about the giraffe neck on Storm Shadow. It's kind of there. I just think they should have used a smaller, well, not smaller, but a hooded design to maybe cover up that neck a little bit. The hood used in the Dollar General version of Storm Shadow made for, what's it called? The Ninja Force version. We'll do someone I don't really care about next. Missing one. There we go. Yeah. Had to get this one because it's the only way to get gung-ho. You had to buy a complete wave to get gung-ho. It's Blowtorch and Crocmaster. Blowtorch, they just keep doing too many times. This one at least has a nice colour scheme instead of looking like a guy in emergency clothes. You know, the red and yellow look they do for him. He's got brown and green. He looks more camo looking, and at least the colour scheme's forgivable. But they've done him so many times. He was a ton at the end of the 25th anniversary, and then he was in the first wave of the 50th anniversary. And I just realised that Snake Eyes is on the packaging. I wonder if he's on all of it. Yeah, he is. And the later stuff too. Yes, he is. Yeah, anyway, Crocmaster, however, I cannot forgive. Mostly because the Crocmaster that came out was perfectly fine, and this one's dumb and comes with a dumb red alligator. Because he's American, they have alligators there, not crocodiles. Anyway, this is a reference to some palette figures that Hasbro somehow lost. Yes, they're apparently that incompetent. You can tell I am not a huge fan of Hasbro Corporate, can't you? Next up is an Iron Grenadier and a Steel Brigade. Honestly, don't get the point of the Steel Brigade. It's a G.I. Joe trooper. What is that? G.I. Joe's individuality is one of its big appeals. Cobra's meant to have the Faceless Goons. And Faceless Goon I don't get here because the Iron Grenadiers are Destro. They're the upgrade of Mars, more or less. Yet this has a Cobra insignia. It's not the original version of the Iron Grenadier, it's the Pursuit of Cobra one, which has been beefed up and been given heavy machine guns and whatnot. And it looks cool, but I kind of would have liked the original design. But unfortunately, the 25th one is kind of a bad figure. Can't hold gear properly, and is just... I felt if I bought it, I was just throwing money away at that point. I liked it, and I don't have any of it because I only threw it in 2-packs, which was dumb. But I got a ton of Mars Troopers, and this is nice, so it'll do. Don't know how to feel about this one. Honestly, again, I had to buy a complete wave to get gung-ho. I didn't hate all the figures in it. I like quite a few of them. I do like this 2-pack. It's just now I've got in person the red really does clash with the black on Cobra Commander. It's too bright. It's screeching at me, and it's... Yeah, it's so loud. It's a nice design. I actually like Cobra Commander in black. Actually, wouldn't mind if they changed him from blue to black in general. All of Cobra. But it's just, yeah. And Shipwreck. Shipwreck I'm probably going to take off the web gear because it says Navy under there and I think it looks nice. He comes with poly, unlike Spirit who didn't come with Freedom. Don't like that. And I like this new head they've been using for Shipwreck for a while. Instead of having a dress uniform, he just looks like a sailor guy, I guess. And it looks nice. I actually wouldn't mind. I don't know whether I haven't done Shipwreck in the grey fatigues they use on ships. I never understood that. Anyway, it's a nice Shipwreck. I really like Shipwreck anyway. It's one of my favourite characters. And yeah, get to the end of the 2-packs because we're nearly done. Tombstone and Duke. Not a huge fan of Duke in general, but this is a nice Duke. It's fine. Bit neon, but it's fine. I'm more of a Flint kind of guy. And Tombstone, who is a new character. Tombstone's got a nice enough design. I think the limbs are a bit too thin. I think he could have used a helmet. I'd have to see if I've got an extra helmet I can give him. Extra Cobra helmet, that is. And yeah, I do like him a lot. I just think he's missing parts, to be honest. And the web gear's actually not the nicest. I've seen it with Cobra. His tank driver's armor, it looks honestly a bit nice, having a flat chest and that. It's got a nice head sculpt with the missing eye. Again, just wish he had the helmet. Let's see if we can... Just wish he had the helmet. Well, he's got some nice artwork on the back. Tombstone honestly looks much better there because the limbs seem a bit beefier. And Duke, who is... Duke. Let's not talk about Duke. No one likes you, Duke. Okay, someone probably likes Duke, but I don't. Final turn pack is Heavy Duty and Stiletto. Heavy Duty is a great figure. Let's talk about him first. It's a nice update to the original without being too movie-esque. It's also got a lot from the JVC era. It's got a do-rag instead of his cap from the original. And also doesn't have the big backpack the original had that swiveled around into a huge cannon. Don't like that he comes with the machine gun that every single heavy machine gonna come with. Comes with probably going to give him the movie version's minigun to at least differentiate him from Roadblock. But I really like him. I think he comes with some nice... I think he's a nice design, despite being just Dwayne Johnson with different head and different skin colour, because that is definitely Dwayne Johnson's body. And Stiletto. Stiletto... That head's way too thin. She's a new character, like Tombstone. She comes from the comics. They suck. But... I like the colour scheme with the green and that. She's a Cobra character. Action Marine. What's he got? Action Soldier. She's a Marine now? Okay. Gun's nice. Is that an AK-47? Or a Dragunov or something? Yeah. It's an AK. She looks really nice. She's from Thailand, which is new. Don't think we've had people from Thailand before. She's a new Cobra member. Seems to have some ninja gear. Because... she's Asian. Why? I'm really surprised I haven't turned Tunnel right into a ninja at this point. Apparently, if you're Asian or Italian, you're a ninja. Don't know what Italians have to do with ninjas, but never mind. And this one has nice character art on the back too. She looks much, much better there with a properly shaped noggin. And Heavy Duty just looks great. Heavy Duty's just got a really nice design. Really like it. Now the last two are just 3-packs. Yep. First 3-pack, Female Cobra Officer. Really like this figure. My one, luckily enough, doesn't look too girl toyish. They can look a little too girl toyish. She comes with a lot of gear from the Pursuit of Cobra Trooper. I think it looks really, really nice. I don't have a Cobra Officer, so she'll definitely be my Cobra Officer. Really like her a lot. Definitely worth the 3-pack. The bat's okay. I just don't like alternate colour schemes that much, especially when you can't have multiples that easily. See, because she's not faceless, I don't see the point in buying multiple of her. But this one's nice. The only complaint I really have is I kind of wish it was overkill, to be honest. And a Saw Viper. I honestly don't follow early 90s G.I. Joe that often, that much, other than a little bit of the Iron Grenadiers, a little bit of, I think it's Battle Force 2000 and the Ninja Force. So I don't exactly know what a Saw Viper is, but he looks cool. Neonish purple aside, he looks really cool. Like him as much as I like the Alley Viper, which is also late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, really like that. Nice design. And again, the damn machine gun. It's this. So he must be some type of heavy machine gunner. And it's got some nice artwork on the back of the box of the female Cobra officer, the Soul Viper, and the Bat, the Battle Android Trooper. He's some type of heavy gunner. Actually, does he have that gun he's got? Yeah, he does. He does have that big heavy gun. That's nice. Really looking forward to that one opening. And the final one is a G.I. Joe set. We'll start over here with the most ginger that ever gingered. Don't mind this version of Outback. There's only one big problem with it that I have, mostly because I hate the... this is another case of them using Dwayne Johnson's body, even his accessories in a lot of cases, and a new head, and just repainting it to be white. The only problem I have with this figure is, you see this web gear? You see this shit up here? You see this shit up down here? And this garbage here? All these tiny little pieces? It's Battle Carter Roadblock from G.I. Joe Retaliation. I hated that figure's accessories, and I just don't feel comfortable using it too much, only because I'm scared to lose all this tiny shit. It goes into his jacket, and it's going on his pants, and it's horrible, and I'm probably going to be taking off the web gear and putting it in a baggie so it doesn't get lost. The new Falcon's okay. I wish it was in his original colours, not these. He's meant to be wearing green, not some type of night camo look. Nice head. I think this is probably the best Falcon they've done. Looks like he's got Dusty's skirt waist there. It's meant to look like his shirt's untucked. It's a nice figure, but the real star of this show is Jodie Craig, Shooter. She's a new character. She's never had a figure before. Well, she's not technically new. She was in the comics, in the Devil's Due comics, I believe. I like the Devil's Due comics, but I don't have enough of them. The only G.I. Joe comics I really like. More of a cartoon guy. She's got a nice head mold. I wish the colour scheme was green like the books, but it suits for a sniper. Can we get a nice shot of the head there? Yeah, oh, it doesn't turn out as well on camera. But it must be because of that flash. There we go. You can see her there. She looks nice. And she comes with the sniper rifle from, what's his name? Lowlight, the other sniper. And it's a nice sniper rifle. It dismounts like a proper one. I am happy to own her. She's a figure I've been waiting the most of. And one of the figures, I should say. Her Spirit and Gung Ho were the ones I wanted the most. And I like a lot of the other ones too. There's a lot of good figures here. And this one also comes with art on the backwork. And you can tell straight off that these got revised in design. Outback was originally going to have different web gear, because that's sure as hell not Battle Carter. Jodie was painted up a bit differently, and Falcon's wearing green like he should be. But they're really nice ones. So, unfortunately, press F to pay respect. G.I. Joe is more or less done. The team's disbanded. Some have been headhunted by Chapman in China. And, yeah, that's unfortunately all she said. If anyone does make a movie about it, the toys are going to be trashed here because Hasbro fired anyone that could actually do a decent job. And hence why they ended up at Chapman. The figures, as we've seen with Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, more importantly, when Hasbro fires the team, the people that pick up the slack when it comes back eventually, because new movie, they have no freaking clue what they're doing. The last Jurassic Park had velociraptors without the proper parts on their toes. It was like really ugly and weird. But there is one consolation prize here. One really good consolation prize. Someone else is picking up the slack, where Hasbro really just can't do anything right. Someone's doing really good action figures, much cheaper for a start, and they're getting much higher in quality every day we speak now. That would be Lannard. Good old copycat Lannard is picking up the slack and making honestly cheaper and better figures. Well, not better than Jar Jar, I think, but they're very, very close to it. This waist thing is really annoying me. But yeah, at least Lannard's not going to screw up the same way Hasbro did. Thank God for Lannard. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.